Hi, I'm Dr. Joe from the Southside Health and Wellness Campus in Oneonta. Thank you for being here. This is week 12 of the first 12 weeks of the new year. We're very excited about basically ending this series, and we're so thankful that you took the time to take part in these on a weekly basis. And hopefully each of the small steps that you've been putting into place in your life have built one upon another. And now some of these things may be very routine things that will make you healthier each and every week, month, and year if applied consistently. Today is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to talk about one specific health thing you're going to do to improve the quality of your health. We're going to talk about a process which we feel if you spend 5 minutes and go through will make a tremendous difference in the areas of your health and many other areas as well. This is a process that we learned years ago when we were in Anthony Robbins' seminar. And at this seminar, basically, we learned about something called the Dickens process. And we've all seen the movie, for the most part, around Christmas. It's called A Christmas Carol. And a shrewd miser who basically treated everyone around him poorly, Ebenezer Scrooge, in one night went from this awful man, had some realizations, and then basically saw his future not looking so hot and the people around him all having struggles, changed his life dramatically and became one of the biggest givers that that town would have ever seen. And has probably touched the lives of so many people for having seen it because it was so impactful what happened to that one man. So what is the Dickens process? Well, in the movie, as we all remember, Ebenezer Scrooge looked at the past, the present, and the future through the help of some ghosts that visited those evenings, and he saw the pain that he experienced in the past from the choices he made. He saw the pain of the present of the choices he made affecting his family and himself, and a loved character, Tiny Tim. He saw this struggling child who had a smile on his face, excited to see his father every day, who was treated poorly by Ebenezer every single day. And he saw this child just still happy, but struggling to get well from the condition that he had. But what really made the big difference for Ebenezer Scrooge was when he went into the future. What happened? Well, he saw his house that looked kind of barren and dark and empty. And at first he didn't really understand what was happening there. No one was there. And then he visited the family member that he employed. His son, Tiny Tim, was not there for the next Christmas. The empty crutch sat there by the fire. The family was heartbroken because they had lost their child, and realizing that the father was unable to provide the health care means for this child led to his death. But at the real kicker, the finality of it was when Ebenezer Scrooge saw that the empty house that he saw indicated he was no longer around. His bed sheets were taken. Somebody was selling them, trying to get some money for the bed sheets and the rings that were on the bed sheets. And then finally it was him going into his grave when he saw the gravestone that said his name on it and the year that he passed away. So why did that make a big difference in his life? Seeing the past pain, the present pain, and fast forwarding to the future pain of the decisions he was making led to him saying, I can't do this. I can't see all these bad things happening, and also seeing me passing away without anybody even caring the fact that I've passed away. So what does he do? He wakes up. It's a new day. He's alive. He's excited. He's enthusiastic. He sees a young boy running down by his window, and he yells down to him to basically bring the biggest goose that he could find to his employee to feed the family. And he said, spare no expense because I want to have them taken care of. And he goes and visits family he hasn't seen in years. And it goes on to say that he basically was one of the biggest philanthropists and givers and biggest hearted men in the whole town, and everybody knew him for that. And in a moment, that change occurred because he realized what pain was doing for him. Why is that important? Well, the Dickens process applied for you can make the same change. We're not saying that you're a Scrooge. However, we each make decisions based off of how we feel. Is it pleasurable to do what we're doing, or does it feel like a painful experience? Well, if we think the fact that maybe something we haven't decided to do, to try to get healthy, if we put off doing that thing, we will continue to decline in health, where down the road, maybe we won't live as long as we should. But if we create in our minds the pain of the past of not making the decisions we needed to do and sticking with the things we needed to stick with, and the current situation, are we overweight? Do you have a health condition or a disease or a diagnosis? Do you just feel like so without energy and have headaches and complaining, and maybe your mood's not very well? And then if you fast forward 5, 10, 20 years, if you don't change something in terms of your current health trajectory, what direction is it going to go? Probably down. So the first 11 weeks of the first 12 weeks of the new year is about making simple, small steps and trying to improve the quality of your health. And we hope that if applying these things, it'll make significant impacts in your overall life and actually increase the length of time that you will be able to live a very happy life. If you ever get a chance, go to our website, check out the story that I share about my father's health. He basically had a decision at 41 years of age to basically live 1 year because of 3 heart attacks, and that would be about it. The doctors gave him a 1-year diagnosis. Or to change things radically, get serious motivation, realize the pain of the past did not have to be the pain of the future, and he lived an additional 33 years because of some serious choices that he made. And I was blessed to have a father and a mentor, and large part of why I got into healthcare to begin with. So basically, I share that with you to give you some motivation. Find something to motivate you to want to stick with these 12 weeks that you've basically taken time to get into to implement in your own lifestyle. And if applied, I can guarantee that your life will continue to constantly improve, and as well as anything, you'll share these things with other people to help them improve the quality of their lives as well. We're so thankful for you inviting us in and watching these videos, applying them, and hopefully hearing stories in the future about things that have made a big difference in your life from implementing them. So thank you again. We appreciate it. This is the end of the first 12 weeks of the new year. Don't let the new year end. Don't let these resolutions end. Put these things into place. And if we can help you anytime in the future, we'd love to do that. Look us up. Many blessings to you. And don't forget, failure is not an option. You can do it. Thanks again.